wonderful art segment hosted by Victoria Hunter, who usually is here in the MCTV booth later on in the afternoon, but this year she is unable to make it, so we'll give her a shout out, tell her hello, and we'll probably see her next year. Once again, I'm Kenny Milch here in our continuing coverage of the Millbrae Art and Wine Festival, the 44th year. It's a glorious Labor Day weekend. We want to thank our sponsors, of course, the City of Millbrae Chamber of Commerce and Marge Colapietro, Leonardo's Deli, Safeway, Walgreens, the Magnolia of Millbrae, and of course, all of our underwriters. Thank you so very much. We're back in studio here in downtown Millbrae on Broadway, and we're joined in the MCTV booth by the one and only Dennis Fama. Dennis, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Kenny.
Okay, Dennis, we go way back. We've got some sports in our background. We did some Mills basketball together, but today you're here representing the Millbrae Community Foundation. You are an advisor to the board, and tell us a little bit about what's happening with the Millbrae Community Foundation.
Well, Ken, the Millbrae Community Foundation is a great group of volunteers here in town. They've been around for 18 years, and their whole purpose is to enhance the lives or the quality of life here in Millbrae through raising money and giving grants for community projects. That's simply what they do.
Wonderful. Tell us about the vision for Millbrae and what you guys are really thinking more in depth.
Well, I believe that when I say the word enhancement, I think that's an important catchword for the foundation, because we try to bring together things that otherwise wouldn't happen in town. A good example, the Millbrae Community Youth Center, which was just completed this year. Part of that program was having the foundation sort of manage a designated fund so that money, donations could flow into the project. So they were kind of an oversight for us, and they do so many things like that in town that improve the quality of life, and we're just glad that they're here.
Tell us more about the Millbrae Community Youth Center, because it's you're talking about the new building that has been totally redone on the campus of Taylor, there in the corner, in between Taylor and the Park and Rec.
That's right. The Millbrae Community Youth Center was formerly known as the Scout House, and it was a building constructed by our Lions Club back in the 50s, and over time it fell into disrepair, disuse, vandalized, and a few years ago I think the consensus was just to tear it down. A group of citizens came together, as well as civic groups such as Rotary, Peninsula Chinese Business Association, and of course the Lions Club, came together to raise the money and the in-kind services that would bring it back to life. And sure enough, this past year, we've reopened it after about $100,000, $125,000 worth of renovation. And right now, we have a pilot program with the Boys and Girls Club, and they're running after school and summer camp programs in there to once again enhance the education of kids by giving them things that are not available readily in class, like art, the technology, cooking classes, all kinds of wonderful additional programs, in addition to homework assistance every day at that site. So we're really pleased about that.
Well, I've seen it. It's gorgeous, and anybody here in the Millbrae community that has not seen it, you've got to go take a look, especially if you saw what it was like with the old Scout House and now the transformation. It's great, especially over the past few years when they were rebuilding it. There were a lot of volunteers, especially from Taylor Middle School, that I saw out there painting, and they were doing gardening. And so it was not only the $100,000 plus donations that we received, but there were a lot of volunteers from the community to make that happen.
That's exactly right. And again, the Community Foundation played a key part in that, and really helped to collaborate with Rotary, Lions, Peninsula Chinese business folks, and just plain citizens to work together towards a common purpose. And that's a key feature of what the foundation does for us.
And one of the great features of that new facility there with the Millbrae Community Youth Center is it gives the kids a place to go after school, a safe environment where they can have some fun. They can even sit there and do their homework, but they have somewhere to go as opposed to being out there and getting in trouble. It's a great place. I went there after school last year during the school year. A lot of the kids, they have different activities where they'll have ice cream day and different things, and there's just games that the kids can play. It's really a wonderful place.
Yeah, we're very proud of it, of course.
So can you tell us more about your key programs that you're using other than that to help your mission accomplish your goals?
Sure, the foundation does a whole variety of different things. For example, for 8 years, they've partnered with the Rotary to distribute dictionaries to every third grade student in town, including St. Dunstan's as well as the public schools. They provide tents and lanterns to the Boy Scouts. So they're always there on the periphery to help out where money might not necessarily be available for those kinds of enhanced programs. So I think those are some great services they provide. I want to also talk about how they raise money. It's all done through community donations, as well as a wonderful Holiday Star program. So in the winter time, when the holiday tree goes up in front of City Hall, there is a program whereby folks in Millbrae can actually buy a star and have it hand-painted, handcrafted with perhaps the name of a loved one or a deceased member of a family, and that then is hung on that tree for the duration of the season. And that's something that is memorable because people can keep those in their family, and it's become a great tradition and a great source of funding for the foundation.
What a wonderful cause. That sounds great. I've been down to that tree lighting before. It's such a great community bringing together. I've got a note that was just brought in that, Dennis, you have been named the 2014 Millbrae Man of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Very much appreciated. Thank you for that.
Well, all your great work here with the Millbrae Community Foundation. Also a member of the school board for the Millbrae School District.
Exactly. That's a wonderful, challenging responsibility, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Wow. Well, it's people like you in the Millbrae community that help make it this great place, and it enables us to enjoy what a wonderful festival we're having today. Have you had a chance to head out yet?
It's great. I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon walking up and down and doing some shopping.
Great. So once again, you're talking about getting involved through the lighting of the downtown tree downtown. Is there anything else that people can do to become involved with your program?
Well, we have the website. I believe, is that going to be posted? Or?
I believe it is. MillbraeFoundation.org?
Yes.
Maybe we can put that up on the screen while you tell us about what people can find when they go on that site.
When you go on the website, you'll learn more about the organization. You'll see, I have to mention the wonderful board who serves for the foundation. Dan Lawson, Scott Fong, Debbie Van Wart, Catherine Quigg, Janet Fogarty, Beth Anderson, Lynn Ferrario, Paul Bork, Calvin Chin, Walt Gladwin, Joan Chipser, and last year's Man of the Year, Joe Teresi. So you'll be able to find out about applying for a grant. You'll also be able to find out about the STAR program, and finally how to donate money to the great cause of the Millbrae Community Foundation.
That's an all-star list.
It
from
is
the
the
community
all-star
of
list.
Millbrae.
Absolutely.
We just interviewed Joe earlier today. I wish I knew that he was last year's Millbrae Man of the Year.
He was. Indeed.
Congratulate him.
Yeah.
So in a wonderful line of diligent people or well-respected community members.
They are, and that's what makes the foundation great.
Well, congratulations again on being the Millbrae Man of the Year.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you for all your great work with the Millbrae Community Foundation, and also all the great work you do for the Millbrae School District, serving on the board.
Very good, Ken. Thank you. Much appreciated. Great.
Once again, Dennis Fama, advisor to the board of the Millbrae Community Foundation. Great work. Get involved. Once again, their website is millbraefoundation.org. All right, well, coming up next is, what do we have coming up next? Carol, you going to help me out here? Oh, it's on the other side. Okay, we're going to have a little piece done on the Millbrae Community Foundation, a PSA. So let's take a look at that. Thank you.
MCTV would like to thank the following for their generous support of this program. The City of Millbrae. Millbrae, a city in the sun. The Millbrae Chamber of Commerce, supporting local businesses and the Millbrae economy. MCTV would also like to thank the following underwriters.